All right. It says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the dislike button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the end of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live. You dig? A little late to the party this morning. But we here. Should be at the building thus far in the AM. We got Darth in the building. What it do? Jalen Hudson. Roger says 91. Dane Watson. Let me see here. Stephen L. the Mizak. My brother Joe Thompson coming through, standing on LDBC business, representing that old Hillside Bourbon Company. You did? Yes, sir. We got Miami Snoopy 305 in the building. Growing with Soul. The homie. We got CJ Robinson in the building. Anthony in the building. Sniper up in here. Will Sinclair. The homie Dirt Road Kendalls is in the building. XB Black Ice. We got King Strict in the building. Donnell Miller. Escobar. Coach 67 Sports TV is in the building. Dale Reed. MJ Total Health and Wellness in Richmond. Denitric Banner. We got DJ Zion Love in here. Black Jericho. Bionic Prince. Get Over Here is in the building. Steve O'Slide, the homie Insane in the building. Let me see. I Am Legend Boxing up in here. We got Rod Neal. Hey, I Am Legend, drop that link to your website again. Drop your link to your website again, bro. Homie Rod Neal. We got Aaron Butler in the building. Star City J, Justin Jacobs, G. McCall, Dinkin Dollars. Let me see here. Freemore. My brother Coach, what's that? Coach Sheldon Harrison in the building. What it do? Brother Code 10, the Village Brother. Hamza, what it do? Salute to everybody up in the building, y'all. Just gonna get down to it, man. So I seen it, man. I seen all the hoopla last night, man. Shannon Sharpe had Shakur Stevenson on as a guest on Nightcap with Ocho Cinco, and they had a back and forth exchange. You know, they got like some underlying beef, right? Shannon Sharpe has been saying for years that Shakur is boring to him. He's not a fan of Shakur's style. Shakur, in retaliation, said something about Shannon Sharpe's his legal situation with that OnlyFans model, right? So that's what the underlying beef they have is right there. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this. Let me share my screen, play a little bit of this so y'all can see what kind of mess they was talking. This ain't the whole thing, but I'm gonna play a little something. Share my screen. All right, let's see here.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you consume the positive news. And so if somebody says something that you don't want to hear, you assume, well, I don't value your opinion because you're not a boxing aficionado.
I assume that you don't know shit about boxing. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
You don't know shit about basketball, but you got an opinion on it.
I don't try to debate.
The main issue that they have in here is the failure to communicate is this. We know Shannon don't know. He's a casual boxing fan, right? But he still has an opinion, right? He still has a right to have an opinion as to what style he like to watch. Now, he might not be educated on what he's actually seeing, what I'm saying, but he still has an opinion, a right to have an opinion as to I don't really like that style. I'm not really entertained by that, right? But Shakur is trying to say because you're not educated enough on boxing, you can't have an opinion. Pretty much is what he's saying.
If I'm sitting here with Kawhi Leonard, I wouldn't try to debate with Kawhi Leonard about basketball. Because I'm not that ignorant.
So I can't have an opinion about
what I'm trying to tell
style.
you is you're being ignorant. That's it.
I get all that. That's fine. That's fine.
You're being ignorant.
Shakur, ignorant is something that should never come out of your mouth because you don't have a degree.
Okay.
I run circles around you.
All right, now something else to take into consideration. Shannon Sharpe is from the South. One thing, a grown black man can't stand being called as ignorant. I mean, you want to send somebody into a rage, that's it right there. People from a certain era, you can't be calling black folk ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got that kind of relationship with them, because it's gonna come across the wrong way.
Brother, I don't give a fuck about a classroom.
Be respectful. I've never called you ignorant. I've never called you ignorant.
On the planet that has not finished high school or finished school that is smarter than the book smart motherfucker.
They didn't call me ignorant. You did. Be respectful.
You're being ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
No.
That's what you're being ignorant. I'm not calling you ignorant as a person. I'm calling you ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
Field and talk about ignorance.
You are in boxing. You are in boxing.
You're ignorant about all sports.
I don't care.
It's some childish mess now. You ignorant about all sports. You know, but the thing is, see, this is what happened. These like guys like now, and listen, I like Shannon Sharpe, right? Now I don't agree with everything he do, but I do like Shannon as a podcaster and all of that. But Shannon, Stephen A. Smith, a lot of these guys try to fake their way through these conversations with boxers, and they expose themselves because they like, bro, y'all don't be knowing what weight class people is in, none of this stuff. And I understand because you're a casual fan, but you just gotta be careful, man. Now you talk to Shakur. Shakur gonna eat you up in these type of conversations because you already showed him you don't know what you talk about when you said why don't he fight Haney at like 140 or 135? Why 144? Like, Lord have mercy, Shannon. Come on, bro.
I'm not trying to be the smartest nigga about all sports. You're trying to be smart about boxing.
You're not the smartest boxer.
I'm not the smartest boxer. I'm a way smarter boxer than your favorite fighter.
You don't know who my favorite fighter is.
I don't have to know.
You don't know.
This really reminds me. This is what I mean by childish. See how Shakur laughing and Shannon mad. This reminds me of a former old retired street dude, right? Who done moved on with his life. Now he totally legit and all that stuff. And he right? He the OG. And then the young boy who's still out here trying to get money, and he feel like the old head can't tell him nothing, right? Oh, you had your time, shut up, woo woo. And you see Shannon getting more and more frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Shakur laughing.
Tell you what.
Don't be mad at me because you can't have.
This is what I do.
You got an F. That's it. You got an F.
F what?
In boxing.
I got
in boxing, yes, you got it.
I have an opinion about my style and what I like to see.
And you can have your opinion.
I didn't try to say would you this, you that.
You can have your opinion. I don't have no problems with your opinion. I do that. No,
yes,
I don't.
You do. You just called me ignorant, but
I said you're ignorant in the sport of boxing. I done told you this 100 times. Whether you want to hear it or not. In boxing, you are ignorant.
It's my opinion.
And I stand by that.
It's my opinion. You got upset because I don't fall in praise you. Your style is boring to me.
You're not really hearing me.
Your style is still boring.
You're being ignorant.
Your style's still boring. It's still boring.
Because
I'm listening.
You're thinking that I'm calling you ignorant as a person, and I'm not talking about you as a person of being ignorant. I'm speaking far as your boxing knowledge and what you're talking about in the sport of boxing. You're ignorant.
Listen. I'm not a soccer aficionado. I know I like Messi style.
That's cool. But if you speak on Messi and you start talking to Messi and tells Messi, oh, this is that, this Messi will call you ignorant in his sport too.
No, Ocho and I get into the debate all the time about Ronaldo and Messi. Ocho say, it's hard to say Messi ain't the GOAT, but I like Ronaldo's style. His style is more conducive to what I like to see. That's what Ocho said. I didn't say Ocho.
No, when you say the style is boring, you're giving an opinion on something that's, to me, I feel is very ignorant. Especially if you say Teofimo was my most entertaining fight after I just fought Williams Pater right before his Teofimo fight. And if you didn't see it, that means you didn't do your homework. So you bring me back to square one at all times. You get an F when we're talking about the sport of boxing.
I'll take the F. But I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
No, you can have an opinion.
This is where Shakur messing up at. He double talking Shakur. You saying he can have his opinion, and you saying his opinion don't bother you, but then you saying like you do have a problem with it though. That's the only thing. You're talking out both sides of your mouth.
Everybody can do their homework, but if they get an F, they get an F.
So why are you so upset
I'm
about
not
my
upset
opinion?
about your opinion. I done told you this. No,
You
I'm
are.
not. I'm debating with you. Don't get mad that I'm debating with you.
Okay,
I'm kicking back at you.
We can have a debate, but then you say my boxing is. But I'm not trying to say you're the greatest lightweight or.
Shout out to the good brother Rod Neal in the super chat. Appreciate the love. He said this sounds like Floyd versus Brian Kenny. Man, it's nasty work out here.
Guys better than you.
You don't have to.
I just said your style.
Yes,
Shakur.
and you get an F. When you tell me that my fight with Teofimo was the most entertaining fight compared to my fight with Williams Zepeda, because you didn't watch.
Hey, can I say something?
Go ahead, Ocho.
Hey, hold on. Real quick. Can I say something? Both of you are going back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Both of you are going back and forth about boxing, going about words, some of the things you're saying to each other, but both of you have opinions. Everything y'all talk about is based on opinion.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. Ocho.
Which is an opinion based on how you feel he fights and the way he thinks about your description on his fighting style being boring. The ignorant part is also an opinion on how he thinks about how you fight, how he fights.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay, let me see. I think that might be the end of that one. Let me see if it's another one. This is another part I want y'all to hear. Let me see what this one is here.
I'm 58. I got kids
ain't
over
no rules in street fighting. I'm gonna tell you now. Ain't no rules in street fighting.
Hey, Shakur. It sounds like Unc say he'll whoop you in a street fight. That's what it sounds like to me.
No chance. Hey, Shakur. I would tell you like this. Fair. Go ahead and get turkey money. Fair. Go ahead and get turkey money. Fair. You got a promising career. Fair. That shit will end. I promise you, that shit would end.
I will whoop your ass.
Ain't no way. No MMA. But
I will.
Hey, I'll fold your ass up like a lawn chair.
I guarantee you won't.
No,
them knees. Them knees. You think I ain't? All right. Them knees. What them knees? How them knees feel?
You won't ever know.
You barely can walk. You can't keep it on you, huh?
Shakur, you in a great spot. You just signed with Zumpa. Don't mess your money up.
Hey,
you will never see that money.
Man, keep it on you, man.
I gotta see this, man. We gotta set it up, man. We gotta set it up.
Shakur, you just said you ain't got no problem making 140. If you ain't got no problem making 140, you probably walk around somewhere between 38 and 45.
I'm gonna tell you.
I know.
I'm not worried about you though. I'm not.
There's a hostile takeover. Big guy take
I'm going straight to your knees. I'm going straight to your knees.
I'm 58. I got kids over you.
Yeah, this them arguing about street fighting. Yeah, this is some messy stuff they were doing on here.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you consume the positive news.
No, we already seen that one.
I'm saying you consume the.
Awesome. It's a bunch of the same stuff that people that upload there, I guess. Let me see here.
I only heard from two teams. Guess what the two teams that called me, Ocho, say, what's your phone number? Where you go?
No, this ain't it. I thought this was a Shakur thing. This ain't it.
Hydration.
No rehydration.
I'm ready.
But ain't no belts at 44. So you just want to fight.
What we need the belt for? We the names. We the big names. Why we need the belt?
Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
If we fought at 144, would you show up and watch?
Yeah.
You fighting? Hold on. You fighting Devin Haney?
Yeah. At 100.
Yeah.
Without the belts on the line, right?
Yes.
Okay then. So we good.
Yeah. If you go hydration.
No rehydration.
I'm ready.
Okay. So this is the part that irritated me. Because Shannon then wasn't real educated on that part. When they talking about when they was talking about the Devin Haney fight, Shakur is saying he'll fight Devin at the catchweight at 144. Right? That fight can happen. All Devin got to do is basically agree. He's trying to put it on Devin like Devin hasn't already agreed. And the fact that Shannon them don't know this. They don't know that Devin has already agreed to this fight. Irritated me, and that's where the casualness come in at. Let me see here. I'm in super chat. My bad. Let me go back up here. Shout out to Sniper in the super chat, showing love. The 5-piece said salute, OG. Shakur finally learned a new word. Can't stop using. I got $100 that he say he can't even spell it. Yeah, he gonna definitely be using it now. Let me see. So the homie Scott walk in the super chat with that 5-piece. Thank you, good brother. Said what up, 78 man. Chilling, fam. Chilling, brother. Appreciate the support. What's up with my brother Trill Will in the building? I see you. Shout out to everybody up in here. But anyway, he's trying to act like Devin hasn't already he said Devin don't have no Zuffa deal. I bet they don't announce it. Here you go. You said the same thing about Shakur. You said the same. Y'all, this is what y'all do. Y'all said the same thing about Shakur. Shakur ain't with Zuffa. Man, Shakur said he heard nothing about Zuffa. Shakur not with Zuffa. I told you he was. And Devin is too. They just ain't announced it yet. They're going to announce it when they have a fight to announce. They're going to announce it when they got a fight to announce. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me play something real quick. While I'm gonna share my screen and play something real quick. I gotta take care of something real quick. Let me see. Share my screen.
I can't tell you. I'm not. I don't know the answer to that.
But you can tell me.
I don't pay attention to it if
all
it
the good things that people are saying. You can tell me what Bud said. You can tell me what Floyd said. You can tell me what Andre Ward said. But you can't tell me any negative. So it tells me that you surround, and that's how we are. Yeah. We consume the news.
I'm surrounded. Finish your sentence, because you about to cap to you about to say a cap sentence. I'm surrounded by what?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you consume the positive news, and so if somebody says something that you don't want to hear, you assume, well, I don't value your opinion because you're not a boxing aficionado.
I assume that you don't know shit about boxing. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
You don't know issue about basketball, but you got an opinion on it.
I don't try to debate. If I'm sitting here with Kawhi Leonard, I wouldn't try to debate with Kawhi Leonard about basketball. I'm not that ignorant.
So I can't have an opinion about
what I'm trying to tell you is you're being ignorant. That's it.
I get all that. That's fine. That's fine.
You're being ignorant.
Shakur, book ignorant is something that should never come out of your mouth because you don't have a degree.
Okay.
I run circles around you in the classroom.
Brother, I don't give a fuck about a classroom.
Be respectful. I've never called you ignorant. I've never called you ignorant.
On the planet that has not finished high school or finished school that is smarter than the book smart motherfucker.
They didn't call me ignorant. You did. Be respectful.
You're being ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
No.
That's what you're being ignorant. I'm not calling you ignorant as a person. I'm calling you ignorant when it comes to the sport of boxing.
Field and talk about ignorance.
You are in boxing. You are in boxing.
About boxing.
You're ignorant about all sports.
I don't care. I'm not trying to be the smartest nigga about all sports. You're trying to be smart about boxing.
You're not the smartest boxer.
I'm not the smartest boxer. I'm a way smarter boxer than your favorite fighter.
Still say, Dude, Shakur childish as ever, man. But anyway, yeah. So, but the whole thing that bothers me is that Shannon wasn't educated enough to correct him on his lies about the Devin Haney situation. Talking about, Devin. All Devin got to do is agree to the 144, but you leaving out the point where Devin already agreed to 144, and you moved the goalpost talking about you want him to drop his belt. So let me get this straight. If Devin drops his WBO title at 147, would you be dropping yours at 140? Are you gonna be dropping yours at 140, or are you gonna keep yours, right? And then Devin drops his, so Keyshawn can go fight for the vacant or whatever. What's up, Sensei Stormy B man? You gotta let us know. What is you trying to do here? Justin Cash is in the building with that 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, "Can't stand Shakur. I hope he loses his next fight." Man, Shakur he feeling himself now. He's a liar. You know what I'm saying? He's a liar. Just like Tank Davis, they all liars, bro. Man just spent all when Mike Carpenter came out and told y'all that Shakur and Devin was working on the deal with Zuffa for them to fight. Shakur came out and told y'all that was all cap. He ain't heard nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard nothing. That's cap. You know, all these YouTubers running around. Yeah, man. See, Bill and them be capping. Yeah, see, man, Shakur, he don't know nothing about this stuff, he said. Shakur's a liar. And guess what he signed it now? What he signed it? The Zuffa. Now let me go to, let me see here. Shout out to the homie, Felix Nunez in the super chat, that 2-piece. Appreciate the love. See, I really dislike people disrespecting their elders, bro. Yeah, I do too. Let me see here. I'm trying to grab something real quick. I'm trying to pull up something. Let me see something. All right. I'm on Devin's Twitter. I'm trying to pull something up real quick. 1 second. All right, here we go. This is what I'm looking for right here. Let me share my screen. Shout out to the homie Benjamin in the super chat with that 50-piece chicken nugget. Thank you, good brother. Appreciate that support. Coming through heaven. Say salute 78 in the chat. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's see here. Share screen. Just going. Okay, so when the news came out that Shakur Stevenson dropped, Shakur dropped the deal, signed his deal with Zuffa, finally announced it, Devin Haney posted this. Big news coming, right? He posted big news coming, right? Now, what else did Devin Haney post? He talking about Rolling them still using his name to promote him and Tio fight, which is ridiculous. But then Devin was talking about Shakur, how much he weigh right now. So y'all got to stop trying to read between the lines. Just wait for me to announce. All right? So what he's telling you is everybody just be patient. The good things going to come to those who wait. You know what I'm saying? Now, for the dude who's in my chat earlier talking about Devin ain't got no Zuffa deal. I bet you they don't announce it. I bet you when they do announce it, I bet you don't come over here and apologize. I bet you don't do that. Yeah, I can guarantee you ain't gonna do that. That's what y'all do. Y'all come on here because y'all Haney haters. Y'all make up all these little lies and stories. Everybody capping, hoping and praying on somebody downfall, some bad news, and then when things go right. things go good, you move the goalposts and find some more shenanigans and some more nonsense to be hating on. So I didn't make it that far in the interview, and that's the thumbnail it advertised Shannon needs to interview Devin for the truth. But I think Bill have time. Bill will have him butthurt about something too. Well, yeah, they gonna. The thing is, Shannon and Ocho irritate me when they try to defend Ryan Garcia. You know, because like you say, they ain't got enough boxing knowledge. But it's not just them. You got dudes who supposed to be hardcore boxing fans, and they defend Ryan Garcia. They'll tell you, I can't unsee what I seen, man. I mean, I seen what I seen. I know you saying, I know he popped 30, but still, man. Still, dog. It's disgusting, man. So yeah, Ryan Garcia is my least favorite person on the planet Earth. My least favorite person. Because of how he moved. Like a straight sucker. And he get away with it. No punishment whatsoever. Look at Teofimo Lopez. Look at Rolly. Look at all these guys, man. They're just in this big circle. Teofimo finna get a chance to fight for another title. He just went up in there and laid a complete egg against Shakur Stevenson. Totally dominated. But he finna get a title shot, right? Meanwhile, Brian Norman, why he didn't get a title shot? Why he didn't get one? And that's the thing that bothered me. Like, see, them trying to get Devin to drop his belt is suspicious to me. Because I'm like, dude, why do you care? Like, what's your obsession with trying to get Devin to drop the WBO belt? And I know you're trying to say it's because you want Keyshawn to fight for a title and all that kind of stuff. That's stupid. It's dumb because you had an option for Devin to fight Keyshawn and then fight you. That deal is on the table. Devin can defend his belt, fight Keyshawn, and then fight you next. Or fight you and then fight Keyshawn next. Either way, that deal was on the table. You said no to it. So why on earth would Devin have to drop his belt in order to get a fight with both of you? He want to fight both of y'all. I don't get it. I think they're up to something else. But I think they're trying to get Devin to drop his belt, and then they're gonna go into extreme duck mode. Extreme duck mode. They ducking Devin right now with a belt. Get over here in the super chat, that 5-piece. Appreciate the love. Family says, Brother 78, Devin Haney is the last of the old school minded boxers we have. Floyd gave us clowns like Tank, Shakur, Keyshawn, and wannabe Ryan. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Denitric says 78 boxing ain't the same no more. Dudes getting title shots off of losses. Well, yeah, certainly. Not everybody, just a select chosen few. I think I heard Samson. Ain't Samson the one who don't he work? Don't Fundora? Ain't Fundora his guy or something? I heard this dude say some old stupid. I'm so sick of these dudes saying the same mess. This dude talking about he don't think Boots versus Fundora sells. It's not the fight not gonna sell and all this stuff. Yeah, he said something slick like Boots is not a draw or something. He like, bro, shut up, man. I'm so sick of y'all doing this same mess about black fighters, bro. Every time some black dudes start rising to the ranks, y'all got the same storyline. Oh, they don't sell. They don't sell. They don't. Well, who the hell? What has Fundora sold? Let's talk about that. What the hell has Sebastian Fundora sold since we want to talk? Can tell me what record-breaking gates that for Sebastian Fundora have done? I keep asking this question. I ask the same thing about Ryan Garcia. It's all a myth. It's a racist myth in the sport of boxing that will have you believe that because somebody's Latino, then they have this huge fan base. It's a lie. It's a lie. Sebastian Fundora is not out here breaking no records or no gate records or nothing like that. He still ain't making no crazy purses or nothing. Look at Bam Rodriguez. They act like Bam Rodriguez the best thing they ever seen in their life. Meanwhile, where's Bam Rodriguez $10 million paydays and all that stuff? Where's that? Where's his record gates? It's cap, bro. It's all lies, man. Right? But they got people believing that it's an old boxing myth that they keep pushing. Bama 21 says Shakur Stevenson is the best fighter in the world at 135 to 147. Real MF and talk. Okay, well, he should fight Devin Haney at 147. According to you. If he's the best fighter in the world from 135 all the way up to 147, don't you think he should fight Devin Haney at 147? Or did the rules change? How that work? Say you got boots for KO on Fundora. Yeah, I'm not big on Fundora, man. I'm just not. I know everybody else is big on him. I'm not saying he don't suck or nothing like that. I just don't trust him. So Foster versus Ford had way more motion than Bam last fight. Of course, I ain't even watched Bam last fight. Said Shakur best win is also Cambosa's best win. Yeah, man, it's some nonsense, man. At the end of the day, I can't wait for Dev them to announce what they got going, who they fight next. You know what I'm saying? What decision they finna make. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for it. Just so we can get up, everybody can move on, we can get down to it. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Let me drop the link real quick. Drop the link to see anybody want to come up and cook. Link is in the chat, ladies and gents. Link is in the chat. If you want to come up and cook. We'll talk about this Shakur Stevenson, Shannon Sharpe situation. Shakur signing with Zuffa. Same stuff I told y'all was going to happen a month ago. Stephen L., the Mizak, what it do, bro?
Hold on, 7 minutes. Let me check this out. There we go. Now what's going on?
Oh, chilling, bro. What you into?
Oh shit, man! Listening to your live, man. Like I said, this whole Shakur thing, bro. Yeah. Now him and Shannon, they both ignorant at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. They both ignorant. It was a bunch of sissy sassy talk to me.
Right.
Yeah, that's all.
There's a bunch of childish nonsense and stuff like that.
And then everybody know the dude, he be contradicting himself all the time because he just on Manic show talking about. I knew I was signed with Zulu for a few months now. Like we've been telling y'all this, we knew this already, nigga. Right. Everybody else, yeah, people crazy, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's how. What's up, homie? Insane.
What's up with you, guy? How you doing, man? What's up, Stephen? Now the Mizak.
What up, though, cuz?
But that's what I'm saying though. Like when Bill was telling y'all that Shakur had an offer to fight Devin months ago. That's the fight Zuffa want months ago. But so they've been working on this behind the scenes. So Shakur been known Devin was trying to fight him. But then they wait and they pull some shenanigans where Keyshawn is Devin mandatory, right? And then they try to have Keyshawn press Devin like Devin's scared to fight him or something. When Devin them literally said, dude, we'll fight both of y'all. I want both of you. You know what I'm saying? Whoever come in, whichever order, don't matter. We want both of you. Now Devin got him drop the belt. This is so stupid, bro. So dumb.
And after he
It's
dropped the belt, what else he got to do?
Right.
it really is dumb. But what I understand about Jay Prince is he comes from the music industry, and Easy E said it the best: all publicity is good publicity as long as you get the world talking about you. So I understand it from that aspect of what Keyshawn doing, but then he doesn't see that Jay Prince is setting him up. You know what I'm saying, to get beat to keep the big dog away from their cash cow supposedly being Shakur Stevenson. Now in this fight with with Devin and Keyshawn, I got Devin stopping this dude in 4 to 6 rounds. And that's just my honest opinion on that standpoint. But what I'm not understanding is if the man wanna fight y'all back to back and you wanna fight him at a catch weight of 144, which is still welterweight, why would you want him to fight for a belt that you can fight for? Because when Devin was gonna come into the fight, he was gonna come into the fight 2 pounds heavier than a 144 anyway. So when you want to fight for the belt,
Make it
when you
make sense,
fighting,
bro.
right? Because it's still welterweight, right? Am I mistaken? Or am I wrong about
No,
that?
I still walk
It's,
away.
it's, it's still welterweight.
So why would you want him to drop the belt? You know what I'm saying? And you can possibly fight for that same title. So that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And for two, you so gun ho on Keyshawn getting a title shot. You know what I'm saying? He got one. Let him come and get cooked. Y'all was so gun ho on this man getting a title shot. Let him get cooked, or is it the fact that you want him to drop the belt because you know he can fight a nobody? They'll pull a nobody up
Yup,
from what number 17, 18 in the WBO, and then Keyshawn become the WBO champion.
yup.
Like, come on, man, make it make sense. Make it
Right.
make sense.
Yep. That's what they on. What's up, young Abel?
Hey, what's happening, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Chill,
What up,
chill.
though?
What's going on, Ned Flanders?
Shut up, insane. You stupid, bro. Anyway, to answer to that question on the whole situation, you know what? I said it in the chat earlier, and I'll say it right here since everybody can hear me. I actually I didn't have a problem somewhat to what Shakur was saying in terms of the fact that, you know, guys like Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson are ignorant when it comes to boxing takes. Now, I do understand that they're not knowledgeable in terms of what they understand about the sport of boxing. But at the same time, Shannon, how can you sit there and try to say, I have the right to an opinion, but can you have an opinion when you're not educated when it comes to boxing? I've seen this, when he's done this many times when it comes to basketball too. How can you sit there, Shannon, and say, oh, I have the right to an opinion, but you're not well educated enough to understand the science and the nuances of boxing? It doesn't make sense to me. So in that aspect, I understand where Shakur Stevenson is coming from. But when it comes to the other stuff, what Shakur has done, there's no excuse for it. Because remember, Shakur dug Devin at 135 pounds when the fight was actually legitimately on the table, ready to go for all the belts at 135 pounds, when Devin Haney was still weight drained at the time, and yet you still declined to fight. So Shakur, how can you sit there and call Shannon an ignorant fool, which he is to a certain extent, but at the same time, Shakur, you're an ignorant too, because the fact of the matter is, you have dug many of your contemporaries over the last couple of years. So miss me with the nonsense.
Well,
Tell him,
well, well,
Abel.
Abel, well, Abel, you know, you made perfect sense, but let me go on and put the mirror back on you. You're ignorant when we're talking about women and you
Wait a
try to
minute.
butt in because you've never been with a woman before.
Oh my
So isn't
God!
that the
Will you
same
get over
exact
it?
thing?
I knew you were going to say that. But
I'm
go
just
ahead,
saying,
keep
but
cooking,
isn't
brother.
it the same exact thing? And then
I
for,
never.
for a thing, okay, it's like speaking politics, right? I have the right
Mm-hmm.
to my opinion when it comes to politics. I might not be as deep as Gavin Newsom is as a politician, or be as prefer as what's the boy named Mitch McConnell, but yet I still have my opinion. Though it
Yup.
may be an outside view of politics. Now the thing is, what he did was he showed his lack of respect for the elders. Yeah, Shannon Sharpe do some BS sometimes. Yeah, he do, my nigga. I ain't gonna front, I ain't gonna hold you. But that's the problem. This young black man got on here and disrespected this older black dude in a subtle way, but calling the black man, calling him ignorant, you know what I'm saying, to the fact? No, his facts are the facts. His facts is what he see. Now you can elaborate a little bit more to him and sit down and break it down to him, like me and Ape is trying to sit down and break women down to you in the politics of how to break a bitch pockets. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But you just don't disrespect him like that. You could have had an adult conversation with him, like, hey man, you don't know certain things. Let me give you the A's and Z's through this. You know what I'm saying? Let me walk you through this. That way we don't disrespect each other and look ignorant. Does that make more sense that way?
That does make sense in that aspect, and like I said, I do agree somewhat to what Shakur's points. That at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta find different ways to illustrate your point without having to go cross that barrier. If Shakur would have said, "Hey, listen, brother, I don't think you're well educated enough in terms of understanding boxing," then he could have made his point, and it would have been much more stronger. But like Shannon said, if you use the word ignorant in front of a black elder, like you're asking to you're getting whooped. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
that's why.
that's one of the biggest
My bad.
insults.
Go ahead.
No,
My
that's
bad.
one of the biggest insults is to call somebody. I mean, I remember this white lady called me ignorant one time, and man, I wanted to do all. I was so heated, bro. It was at work years ago. I was a youngster. Oh, I was in my 20s. It was like I think it was America had just went up there and it was all after 9/11. Everybody was talking about Saddam Hussein. That's back when they were lying about Saddam Hussein and like he had something to do with the 9/11. So
Yep.
I told it was on the news. So I heard the lady talking about they should just go over there and bomb all of them Muslims because I said, what the hell? So you can't say it. You should bomb all the Muslims. I said, Iraq didn't have nothing to do with 9/11. That had to do with Bin Laden, right? And so she was like, she said, "Oh no, don't just ignore him. He's ignorant. He doesn't know anything. He's ignorant." Man, I wanted to take that cup she was drinking out of and threw it in her face. I was so mad. But that's what they do, though. Them little words like that, calling people ignorant or downplaying, underestimating somebody else's intelligence, it irritates the shit out of me. But that's what they do to us historically, anyway. Though.
Hey, can I ask you a question, though, 7-8? Let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
So, do you agree somewhat to a certain extent to what Shakur was saying outside of the ignorant comment? Do you understand the perspective of what Shakur was saying towards Shannon Sharpe in terms of not being educated when it comes to boxing? Do you agree with that or not?
No, I do agree that Shannon is not educated as he should be. But my only issue with what Shakur was saying was that Shakur was double talking. He was trying to make it seem like he wasn't offended or make it seem like you can have your opinion.
There you go.
But at the same time, you really telling me he can't have his opinion. You saying he's not qualified to have an opinion, right? So I think Shakur should have just kept it real. He should have just kept real and been honest about how he felt. Right, man? What's up with the Carl in the building?
Yeah, hey, shout out to you, big bro.
Salute, man.
I just want to say, like, you don't gotta be like educated or intelligent to know. Every time I turn your fight on, I'm damn near falling asleep. I mean, I'm darn near falling asleep. It don't take education. It don't take intelligence to know that every time I watch you fight, I get tired. It doesn't take rocket science to know that. And that's what I feel like, what Shannon was explaining. Bro, when I watch you fight, I start to get tired and fall asleep. That's it. And like, as far as being educated on boxing, bro, it's a contact sport. It literally, you don't have to be educated to watch this sport. Like, we watch this sport to get away from education. I don't watch boxing to know all the sweet science. I want to watch, bro, I'm watching boxing to see somebody get punched on, bro. And you, Shakur, you don't punch on nobody that much. You run away from all the punches. You're just not, bro, you're not that. And that's it. That's basically all I'm saying. Like, he's not that.
Can I elaborate just a little bit about that?
Go ahead, bro.
That sentiment right there is the same propaganda I believe that old media pushes out about Shakur Stevenson. Though he doesn't have the flashy knockouts or whatever, he does give an entertaining fight. It's just not entertaining to the bloodthirsty people that want to see knockouts, but then disrespect guys that was knocking dudes completely out, which
Yep.
being Deontay Wilder. Then they say they want to see the sweet science. So it's kind of like you have to pick a pool or you have to go in the middle of it. Now, in this narrative that Shakur Stevenson is boring and we want to go to sleep. That's a media narrative, which is not true because when he beat Tio from round 1 to 12, my eyes was buck open and I'm watching it and I sat
Yep.
there and I enjoyed every minute of it. And then when he fought Williams Zepeda, was another fight that was entertaining.
I was
It was
there.
very, very entertaining. So the narrative that he's a boring fighter and you want to go to sleep, I believe, is utter bullshit. And I'm not a Shakur Stevenson fan. I'm just saying the narrative that's being pushed, we can't follow the racist narrative. You get what I'm saying? Because it's 1000% BS. Now you had said something else and it kind of like made me think. You said you don't want to watch the sweet science and you don't want to understand what boxing is. You kind of want to get away from using your brain. Well, when you're watching boxing, not brawling or not UFC where they just run and just beat each other up, that's mindless. That's mindless violence right there. When you have somebody, let's say Floyd Mayweather, Devin Haney, Pernell Whitaker, and all the rest of these guys, Oscar De La Hoya when he was in his prime, and these other guys that would get out there and scientifically break you down, physically and mentally setting up traps for you. Bud Crawford setting you up with left, right, setting traps in the pocket. That's interesting to watch when you can handicap a person's best weapon and use it against him. That's still using your brain, understanding what footwork is, understanding what defense is. So you never want to turn off your brain when you're watching boxing. You want to learn from anything because you can actually learn from a fly on the wall if you just paying attention. So I'm gonna land it there. But the narrative about Shakur, I think, is bullshit, and it's no
It's
disrespect to you.
it's Saturday night. It's Saturday night. We got drinks going. I'm not trying to learn. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to watch fun. Shakur's not fun. Period.
I understand, and it's like I remember me being younger, and it was Thursday night, and I was watching HBO at night.
Yep.
Though I was entertained on what I was seeing the action, I was learning to pick up some moves in the same aspect. I was still learning. So, like I just said, it's a learning experience, and everything that you deal with in life is a learning experience. You just have to take it as a learning experience, if that makes sense. And there's no disrespect to you, brother. I would never disrespect you or anything. I just had an opinion. That was all.
Nah, for sure. No disrespect to you, like for sure. I respect your opinion.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think, like y'all just said, man, I think that, so if Shannon feel like Shakur boring, that's not his cup of tea. He don't want to watch Shakur. That's his opinion. That's his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, everybody got their own preferences on what they see is entertaining. Like, I might watch Life, Eddie Murphy and Martin. I think that shit's hilarious. Somebody else,
Hilarious.
you're right. Somebody else be like, man, that movie don't really do it for me, right? They might like a different type of comedy, right? Or they like action movies more so than comedies or whatever. Yeah, but that's all your own opinion based, right? But like, um, I think that I agree with what Insane said about how the media use a narrative about Shakur being boring and stuff of that nature. Because I don't think Shakur is as boring as people say he is. Now, is he as entertaining as another fighter? No, but he's not as boring either. The way they be trying to put that out there, that's just a narrative. They do that to all slick black fighters. They pretty much say that he's boring. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't going in there and putting yourself in harm's way and letting people punch you in the nostrils, then somehow you boring. Or, you're a runner. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Let me see here.
And then are you about to read super chat or something?
No. I just welcoming King of Kings in the building. What's happening?
Hey, how you doing, brother? How's everybody doing this morning?
What up, though?
Wonderful, wonderful, fam. What's your thoughts, good brother, on what we're cooking on?
I'm just gonna say, I agree with. Here's the thing about it is like, it's just awkward I can understand. Shakur, I ain't no big fan. I don't like his attitude and how he carries himself. But in the boxing, he's top tier. But the thing about it is like it's kind of weird for you to have a situation where you openly tell somebody that they're boring, then you put them on your show. Like you ain't watched no movie and said, "Man, I can't stand that actor," and then do an interview with him. Like, so of course I could see why Shakur was kind of a little hostile towards him, but at the same time, it's like you kind of know what arena you're going into. But that narrative, like you guys said, that Valdez fight is one of the most entertaining fights I've ever seen. You know, Shakur gets entertainment in him, but I just think that there's a lot of ignorant people that don't understand what they're looking at. Now, there is times that he fights that's annoying to me. It's like, why are you ducking and dodging? You're not engaging. And he does take times where he kind of sits back and looks at his work. I mean, you could say that, but we can nitpick all kind of fighters. You know, it's like that standard that I was telling somebody about like when people bring up Inoue, and they're like, "Oh, he's the best," and this and that, and it's so entertaining. I said, if Terrence Crawford had been getting knocked down in fights like that, you guys would be telling him that he's terrible, he got a bad chin. But for some reason, when another guy does it, and he gets engagements that he's getting knocked down, it's entertaining.
Yep. Yep. That's been my point for years, but that's why I don't give the extra credit to Inoue, because like you just pointed out, many times he got knocked down, sucked all around the ring. Yeah, he winning the fights, but he don't look like a pound for pound fighter to me. He looks beatable, right? But I know, so he getting all his flaws are overlooked for the sake of entertainment. People say, "Oh," but then Abdullah Mason go up in there, put on a good fight, and everybody tell, "Oh man, Abdullah Mason, man, his chin is shaky, boots, his boots chin, man, his chin ain't that good, man. I mean, he was hurt in the third round." They were trying to say Devin was chinny. But no, they weren't saying before the Loma fight. Oh man, Devin chinny, he chinny. But Loma been knocked down. Noma been knocked down. He been hurt in the fights, and ain't nobody. But y'all don't call him chinny. So it's just a racist narrative in the sport of boxing that be irritating the hell out of me.
Yeah, I'm with you about the Devin thing because that's why I was saying for a while. It's like, bro, if you it's fighting. If somebody with heavy hands hit you, you're gonna get if you get dazed and you walk through it, that says something. It's like, you know, when Floyd got hurt by Sugar Shane, to have the strength to go through it, anybody could take a knee and try to get back up. But like I said, Nui getting knocked down by 40-year-old fighters, and people sitting there acting like. So you know, like I said, the reality is that, you know, the bar is so much higher for black fighters, African American fighters than everybody else. You have to you're perfect, but if you're perfect, oh, you're not entertaining. Oh, but if you do this, we're going to rob you. So it's just, you know, standards is always higher. We got to be A+++, while other people just got to be B, and then they get away with that type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, can I add something? Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, so I don't want to because I don't want to defend that racist, because we do got a very racist narrative towards black fighters, and that's true. So I don't want to defend that because it is a lot of hatred towards black fighters as far as, you know, just a lot of different things, you know. First of all, they expect us to be the best, and usually we are. And that's why I feel like the standard is so high for us. But we're just talking about Shakur. Do y'all even think that he tries to get guys out of there? I don't even think he tries. You know, I don't want to try to slander him, but I literally Devin, he tries to get guys out of there. These other guys, Pernell looked like he was trying to get guys out of there. But Shakur, he don't even look like he tried to get guys out of there. Do y'all think he tries to get him out of there? Something?
I think he was trying to get Tio up out of there, but I think that he's such a defensive-minded dude, defense first, and he's so afraid of getting hurt. I think Shakur hold back. He don't really like to open up a lot because you can't see the return fire when you open up like that. You get caught with something in between the punches. But let me go to the village, brother. What's up, bro?
Hey, General. Hey, panel. Sorry,
Salute.
Sick. Salute. That whole interview, to me, it felt like it felt like the circumstances or the situation of, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? Shakur could have taken that time to educate. He could have taken that time to go, okay, well, here's why these are the reasons why. You should like come to follow up questions and not have been as disrespectful as he was, because at the end of the day, that is an elder, and as crazy as Shannon Sharpe can be, uh, sometimes with his takes, it you don't want to come off that ignorant shit. That sorry, Jen, that ignorant crap. Um, yeah, it just gets under. And as a black man, he should know that. He should know that. I don't like the whole way, and then the like. Oh, I mean, it may have not been anything, but okay, oh, I'm gonna be your behind. I'm gonna be your behind. I promise you wouldn't like. So now we going after like nah, bro. Like I didn't like that whole conversation as it continued to move on, but appreciate you,
Sure.
going over of this, and I'm gonna get off of it, off of here.
It's all good, brother. You said you were sick, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, no, get well soon, brother.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I got a little seasonal stuff going on myself, man. Got me some cold going on in my lungs right now. It's all
Yo,
good.
78. But why do we try to make like boxing is not about like education? Like why are we trying to do that? Boxing is about like I'm not well for the fans' perspective. I will admit that I am a casual fan, right?
Mhm.
I don't watch I have never thought about watching boxing and learning educationally. I have never like in my mind I have never thought, how can I learn from this? I watch boxing to see some fun, see some action. Like that's just like that's a thing that Devin Tank, even though Devin can't get really guys out of there, he's not really like strong like that enough to do it. But that's something that I have never not once thought about is being educated by watching a boxing match. Not one, you
Well, but
know.
that's the thing.
Can I answer eight real quick? Can I
Yeah.
Oh,
answer eight?
go ahead.
So the thing about it is, you said you never want to learn or anything. Have you ever gotten into a fight before, young man? Have you ever gotten into a fight, bro?
Yeah, I've had a fight. Well, not in my adult life, but in my younger child life. Yeah.
Okay, so if you ever had a fight as an adult, you know what I'm saying, and just go back to the kid version too, and whenever you do end up having a fight, watching boxing and the way that nigga slip punches and jabs and slap punches down and, you know what I'm saying, able to roll with punches is something you can actually use in everyday life. Now, you can't learn nothing if a person just standing there taking hits to the face. You can learn something when you out there and you squabbling with a nigga and he throws some shit and you know how to get out the way of it because you watched it. You watched somebody doing it. That's actually learning. You can actually take it into real life, into real situations with you, right? You may not know how to throw a proper jab. Watching a person throw it, you will be like, oh, just like that, just that easy. And you can use it in real life if you ever get into a physical confrontation with somebody. You get what I'm saying? So you can definitely learn from it, if that
Yeah,
makes sense. My
yeah,
bad, Aiden, on you. My fault. Go
yeah. I
ahead,
want
Aiden.
to say this
That's
too.
true.
But
That's true.
it's like what Insane telling you is like this. See, I understand the knee jerk reaction is to you watching the fight. Like you could watch a street fight and just be entertained, right? You know what I'm saying? You could watch one of the celebrity matches and be entertained if it's just about that, just about the entertainment. But uh, you can become more entertained if you knew what you were looking for and what you're watching. So like um, when you see a guy setting a trap for somebody, you see somebody do the pull counter. Now you know what that is, but the people watching next to you don't know what that is. They're gonna be like, "Oh man, he hit him with something. Man, he hit him with something." Now you can tell them what punch that was, how he set it up, right? You you see somebody jabbing and jabbing, you see him fainting to the body. You already know something's gonna come up top because you watching boxing. So you like, okay, I see what he's working on now. He's gonna come up top with something, right? And but the it could okay. Another example, UFC. UFC when they first came out back in the day, and when Horace Gracie introduced the world in large part to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right? A lot of people like, man, nobody want to see this. Man, this dude just grabbing people, hugging on them, man. Man, this is stupid. we all wanted to see the guy stand up, do some kickboxing and fighting, whatever. Like on the movies, martial arts. We didn't want to see them dudes hugged up, rubbing all over the ground and stuff like this. But when I started understanding what was happening, the announcers is saying, "Oh look, he's see what he's doing? He's pushing his hand down right there so he can break the guard. Oh, he's doing this and this and that. Once he mounts him, it's over. Once he does this, so now you watch, you're like, huh? Okay, so now you start learning these techniques, and now you start seeing how somebody's gonna win the fight and all that. Okay, I can go downstairs right now and watch my kids play checkers, right? Checkers fun to watch. It's fast paced, right? I'm not gonna watch nobody play no chess. I'm just not. Now I can do it. I can play chess, and I'll play against somebody, but I'm not gonna sit down and watch it. For instance, I like playing baseball. I'm not gonna watch that shit. That should take too long to watch. But I like playing baseball. It's fun. Do you see what I'm saying? Or did that not make sense?
No, I get it. I definitely get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, can I say something on that real quick? That's
Yes,
cool.
sir.
So, yeah, and like you said, you just expect, because most times when you're watching something, the reason you default to thinking it's boring is because you don't understand it. So, for instance, like when you bring a girl around and you guys are watching football, before you explain the game to her, she's like, "This is boring," because like half of it she don't really understand what's going on. But when you explain to her, like, "Look, this is what's going on. This is why this person's moving. This is why this person's doing that," as they understand, they realize, okay, what to look for. And the biggest thing and the worst thing, like nowadays, this ain't like back in the day when you got Friday night fights and you had announcers like Teddy Atlas breaking down stuff. These are the zone commentary is garbage. Like they don't explain. They're too busy, I don't know, hyping or riding somebody. Yeah, they don't break down exactly why somebody's doing something, why they're using particular footwork. It's just they keep on. So as you understand it, the reason why a lot of things will be boring to you is because you don't understand what's going on. It's like when you're watching a movie and you don't really understand, like, this is stupid, like, this is boring. But when you kind of get an understanding and perspective, that's where things become less boring. So anytime you watch anything, if you don't understand exactly what you're seeing, it could come off to you as just being boring or not entertaining.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Y'all get them lights all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. Them lights all the way up.
But
Anyway,
even in that, right? Like I give another example, like Devin, like, because that's one of the guys I do like. Now, he does give me boxing, but if he try to get you, even with Crawford, he gonna try to come get you every now and then. He gonna throw a four punch combo every now and then. Like, it's educational. Like, you can say that's educational too, but he gives me excitement every now and then. Now, I'm not trying to just make it seem like Shakur is just terribly, but like out of all of the stars, out of all the big name stars, he's like the least entertaining. And I just feel like if he just give a little more, if he just show like that he want to get a guy out of there, or he's trying to get a guy out of there, like we're just looking for a little more entertainment. And I feel like he just so, stuck in his ways, and that's cool. I mean, that's cool because you are getting the job done. But come on, bro, like give us a little more. That's all I'm saying. Because you getting the job done in a great fashion, but just give us a little more, like, pizzazz, bro. Like Boot, he educational, but he gonna try to he fun to watch too.
Yeah. Now, we're not saying that Shakur can't be boring, because that De Los Santos fight pissed me off. You know what I'm saying?
Salute 78.
Shout out to the homie I Am Legend. You in the building, brother?
Oh yeah. I'm in here.
78.
What's up, brother? Did you go ahead? What's your thoughts on what's going on? I Am Legend.
Man, growing up, I had my daddy in my life. He was a mean motherfucker.
My name Deani.
Oh, my bad.
What happened? Who talking?
I said my name Deani, bro.
Oh, what's up, brother? Peace.
What's up with it, brothers?
I'm doing good, man. I'm going to you right into next, right after the homie Cook. Go ahead, I Am Legend.
Okay.
Yeah. So me, I grew up like with my old man in my life. He was a mean motherfucker, but I tell everybody one thing: the nigga taught me how to be a man. Shakur, you can tell he ain't have that, because there ain't no way that if Shannon was in front of his face, this nigga would not have called him ignorant. A black man from the South at a certain age, Like my old man, you know, he up in about 70 or whatever, but this man had to hide in ditches and shit when white folks, I'm for real, like was driving by and shit, you know, down in the South but pressing their education or whatever, they ain't go for that shit really, because the world treated them like shit, and your own people, especially these young motherfuckers who come from up under them, they don't go for that. Like it's all respect with them. Like they gonna teach you some shit. Like, and also just pressing him on like his knowledge of boxing. The way that he talks back, he talks like a child actually. Like, oh, you don't know, you know, because he can't actually explain why he's mad or whatever. He just wants to say some shit.
Right.
Like Shannon talking to him, telling him like, yeah, I don't like this. He was like, I'm better than your favorite fighter. Like, you don't know what my favorite fighter is. You just talking, little nigga. So, but yeah, old, you know, I don't know how old Shannon is, but black men from the South and shit like that, where he grew up a certain way, they don't go for that shit. And he shows enough when he said that shit. I don't care if Shakur fought or not. He would have said that shit to Shannon's face.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's, you know, they started talking once they got into the part about they want to fight or something crazy. Because I'm like, come on, Shakur, sit down somewhere, dog. You ain't finna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, no, you ain't finna. You a boxer, bro. But just the thing about boxers, you just told Shannon Sharpe in front of the world, like you won't smoke with this big old 250, 60-pound dude, but you can't fight Devin Haney at 147 in nasty work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm damn near, I'm what, 280? Floyd Mayweather, what, 245? I know Floyd a great fighter, but if I grab this nigga, it's curtains.
I'm 5'6". I'm like good 171. I power bomb anybody, any size. You know what I'm saying? Psst.
Cap.
Shannon Sharpe, Ocho Cinco. Yeah, man. I don't know about power bombing, but I'll let a nigga down though.
Oh, I'm through.
Can everybody hear everybody?
Yeah, I hear you. My bad. I was on the phone. I was on mute. I went on the phone. But what's up, Cali and Nick? I see you in the building, bro. But anyway, but yeah, but I'm telling you what happened to brother Denani. There you go, Denani. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, bro, this is off topic. I just had a question for you in regards to Wilder's former trainer, Mark Breland. Is it true like his condition is like declining rapidly and his family just put all hands off and put him in a nursing home?
Yep.
I'm not sure how. I have no insider info on that. All I know is what y'all know with the stuff I'm reading, the articles and stuff.
Yeah. WBC put out a
yeah.
pretty crazy one yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that he wasn't doing good and stuff like that. But you know, Mark, his health wasn't too good for a while. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, from out here, he had been drifting for a while, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So if they put him in the nursing home, you know, it's unfortunate. But you know, they might not be able to deal with. You never know. You know what I'm saying, because I don't know if he's suffering from dementia or something like that. You know what I mean?
You never know how their brain is at that age.
Yeah, a lot of former fighters, man, can become too much for their family to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who they got to take care of them, it might be too much for them because, you know, they'll hook off on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What's up with the coach? Coach in the building. What do, coach?
Man, what's going on, 78? It's been about a year ain't talked to you.
Yes, sir, brother. How you been?
Hey, man, good. Just working, man. A lot of work, man. A lot of work.
Yes, sir.
But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a good problem to have, thanks to you. That's a good problem, man.
Yes, sir. Good problem. What's your thoughts on this Shakur and Shannon Sharpe stuff?
All right, man. So I kind of split, man, because I kind of felt like Shakur, he was trying to be funny. Like, you know, he had a nigga in the back of the class that sit there, you know, they crack jokes all the time. I felt like he was trying to be funny, and he was trying to do it at Shannon's expense. You know, he was trying to embarrass him, you know, because Shannon don't know a lot about boxing. But I think what Shannon did, though, he kind of played into it. You know, he kind of played into it, and I almost feel like Shakur is trying to troll this man. Now, okay, here go the thing, man. Shakur talking about, he'll whoop Shannon ass. That's just stupid. He's stupid. Shakur been moving real funny, man. Every time you ask him about Tank Davis, he come up with some smart ass answer. Every time you ask him about Devin Hagen, he come up with some smart ass answer. I think the problem is him, because if you listen to how he talk, man, he don't never really have a crystal clear answer. Oh man, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Tank want it, he can get it. It's almost like he's trying to sound like Floyd. Like literally, he's saying almost everything verbatim what Floyd is saying.
Right.
And I think him talking about he'll whoop Shannon ass. Well, first, I kind of got to get casuals, man, to stop challenging these fighters, man, to fight, because, if you actually get in there with them, it's not going to end well. Even some fighters on the street, I just had a cousin talking about, man, I whoop Bud Crawford ass, I whoop his ass. I said, man, Bud is an accomplished wrestler, too. Bud was a national level wrestler. Like, you're not going in there to grab Bud and whoop Bud ass. 9 times out of 10, Bud going to beat your ass, So, that's my thoughts, man. I think Shannon, he need to, educate himself, man. When he talks to these fighters, he need to educate them so he can shut Shakur down every time Shakur got something to say. Because all of us boxing fans, we know what Shannon was saying was bullshit, but, the man can still have an opinion.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, he just need to, but like I said earlier, him, Stephen A., all of them be doing that. They try to breeze through. They do like a little crash course on something, and they're not really educated on what they're talking about. They ain't familiar with the weight classes, who the champion is, and all that kind of stuff. So they super casual, but then they try to pass off these stupid questions, and they're like, man, this is embarrassing, because Stephen A. do it all the time. Stephen A. really think he knows something about boxing, and this dude always saying something goofy. Always saying
Stephen
something.
A. is the worst, man. He's the worst, bro.
I'm waiting on
he definitely works.
This moment, man. I'm making 10 videos every chance I get. Stephen A. come crashing down his hole.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know Stephen A. can box. Y'all better leave him alone.
Hey, right.
Yeah,
about
remember that training
Coach
video?
said, honestly, I think some of the stuff Shakur is saying, I think Jay Prince might be telling him to say some of that stuff, because that is his manager. Like some of the stuff as far as when he was talking about drop the belts and or fight keep, I feel like that's something like he would. I don't feel like he would have said that. I feel like Jay Prince told him to say that so he can get the belts to so Keyshawn can fight for the belts and stuff. So I feel like a lot of the stuff that he's doing is influenced by his management.
Right.
Drop the belt definitely sounded like a play. Like, we want to get these belts too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they working on something.
But I feel like that's like his management team is kind of like not slowing his career, but not not messing it up, but slowing it down. Maybe slowing down some of the fights he could be having. So he might need to switch up management team.
No, I think that's the underlying issue with Shakur is he's immature. He's not very articulate. It's like talking to a little kid. It's like, bro, you're a grown man with a wife and a kid, and you still sound like I'm talking to a 14-year-old. He's one of them nanny boo-boo type niggas. And that's just how his personality is not conducive to have a grown man conversation. And Shannon Sharpe shouldn't let him bait him into it. He basically did. Now, that hit him with the ignorant comment, and you ain't going to lie. Down here, please. In the South, you mess around and say that to somebody in the open, you might get killed. You don't do that to old black folks. But truth be told, he needed to understand who he was talking to. Like, Shakur's a big, goofy kid. He's been acting. And then the worst thing about somebody like that is then you give them money, then they really going to make an ass of themselves. So, I mean, Shannon, like you said, the biggest thing is, like, they come in, they're super casual. Stephen A. is the worst. It's like, bro, did you get all your talking points on ChatGPT before the show started? Because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But it's just part of the game. But Shannon shouldn't let him bait himself into that. But I don't expect nothing from Shakur. I try to separate the boxing from the personality, because as a human being and his personality, I would never rock with somebody like that. He's just annoying as hell. But you got to be grown man about that and understand that you're dealing with a child.
No doubt, no doubt. But look, y'all, man, I got to take care of some business real quick. I got to rip and run. And but thank y'all for joining the panel today and cooking with me. Salute to the chat. Salute to the mighty. Much love to the super chats. Everybody can't do showing love. Mahalo. Get out of here.
Peace, man.